Hello, and thank you for tuning in to our show and watching. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Kick your feet up, drink some punch. It's going to be an interesting ride. Now, with every guest, we have them describe themselves in 3 words. And today's guest words are no one, and no one. Please welcome nobody, because nobody's here. Yes, I know usually in our show we have a guest, we kind of discuss their views and how some of them are wrong, and it's completely subjective. Get the title. And we just talk about what else they can do in their lives. But we don't have a guest today. No, because a lot of people are busy. There are a lot of things going on in today's world, a lot of tragedies, a lot of political views floating up and about, and of course Obama and Kobe are leaving at the same year. So we're just all stressed out. Okay. So I thought, since we do not have a guest here in our show today, we can instead do our very first news bit. Talk about current events. I talk about current events all the time. Yeah. Well, my last current event was when I was giving a speech in the 3rd grade about, life and stuff. But hey, why not pick up where I started? So here we go. So speaking of Obama and Kobe, yes, they are leaving this year. And I kind of picture Kobe saying, Obama, listen, everything's going to be okay. And Obama replying, I just don't know, Kobe. I just don't know. But Obama, I know you didn't leave office just yet, but on behalf of everyone who has a soul and or has common sense, we thank you for your service. We thank you. You dealt with a lot, you've improved a lot, and people are still giving you crap about all sort of things, but in my opinion, I think you are doing the best you can do, and you've done more than you were supposed to do. So good job. And I hope to meet you someday. I think we'll have an interesting conversation. Now, speaking of going back to government, Hillary won the New York Democratic primaries. Yes. So for those of you who were feeling the burn, I apologize. I know you guys are upset or disappointed and kind of confused. I am too. I am quite shocked, But hey, back in 2008, Hillary Clinton won the 2008 New York Democratic primaries and won against Obama, and we know how that went, right? Obama won. Yeah, I know, but for people who don't know still, like the KKK and the Confederates, it's just saying it for them. Obama won. Yeah, KKK and the Confederates still exist, like. Goddamn, I don't know why. Now, don't worry, Bernie supporters. They are standing tall and proud. But speaking of proud, there's something I'm not proud of. Yes, I am not proud of this, which is an independent voter could not vote in the state of New York. Now, what is an independent voter? Now, an independent voter is often called an affiliated voter in the United States, is a voter who does not align themselves with a political party, Basically, it's like the government saying, listen, if you're not friends with us on Facebook, then you can't come to our group, all right? Like no fruit punch for you, nothing. That's what it means. And actually, Bernie Sanders actually ran into, now I don't know if this was planned or not, but he ran into an independent voter, and let's just take a clip right here.
Right now, I'm trying to do everything I can to get my vote casted for him. I could sign a court order and an affidavit and whatever I need to do. I'm going to do that. but it shouldn't be this hard
No,
to
it should
vote.
not be. Today, 3 million people in the state of New York who are independents have lost their right to vote in the Democratic or Republican primary. That's wrong. You're paying for this election. It's administered by the state. You have a right to vote. And that's a very unfortunate thing, which I hope will change in the future.
Thank you so much,
for your
Bernie.
support.
3 million people could not vote. 3 million. Really? Wow, New York. I'm really surprised about that. That's something I'm not proud of at all. At all. And so it's also like the government saying, listen, if you have a voice, if you're independent, you can't vote at all. But listen, still pay your taxes, still give us money, and yeah, that's about it. You know what's in the gutter, right? Darkness. And by darkness, I mean the people who are representing the Republican candidates. Boom! Yes, I went there. Moving on, speaking of Republicans, won the Republican primaries. Yes, we are censoring, bleeping his name out because we tried, well, its name, not a him. We are bleeping its name because we always we've been trying to avoid saying it, but it keeps coming up because it is atrocious. And yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. So yes, it won the Republican primaries in New York. And in return, the Empire State Building lit up its lights red. Shame on you. Shame on you. Wow. It's I know. But okay, in fairness, you know, when Hillary won, they lit up the Empire State Building blue, but still, in my opinion, they should just stay out of it altogether. Because when Mother Teresa died, they were like, oh, no.
Missing. No.
And also the red looks kind of evil. It actually reminds you of something. Let's just take a quick look at this picture here. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie. Mount Doom, you know, Soren, one of them. Yes, it is pretty bad. And when the Empire State Building did that, I just felt everyone in the world doing this. Those of you who are still feeling the burn, you guys should take a look at this video here. Bernie Sanders was actually at my campus last Friday. The one day I do not have class, because why would you have class on a Friday? You know, like Fridays are meant for ice cream and cake, which I'm greatly fond of. Yeah, so I really wish I was there. But yes, Mark Ruffalo, God, I hope to God I said his name right. Mark Ruffalo. Well, hopefully he doesn't get too angry. Anyways, one of the main topics that they were talking about in the video, when you watch it, educate yourselves. Watch it. Link is below. College was virtually free back in the day. What he's fighting for, what he's proposing is not impossible. It's actually quite possible. I like that too. I thought the quite and the possible. It's actually quite possible, you know? Like me as a student, I hate paying for classes that I don't want to take. Like I'm taking physics and biology, okay? But hey, it's required because I have to get my diploma, and it's in the, like I'm a TV and radio major, as you can see. And I hate paying for something that costs. I'm going to forget it as soon as I walk out that class. What I'm going to remember is the major, my major. And so what Bernie is fighting for, you know, it can happen. Why it stopped was, I'll tell you one thing, greed. That's why it stopped. That's why college stopped being free. You know, that you got these big corporations, these big conglomerates just taking all the money for themselves, you know, not paying taxes, keeping the money, and yeah. So, and all other things, but yes, that's one of the reasons why. One thing I found absolutely hilarious on the internet was this picture right here. Can you please take a look? Yes, it is showing 4 people: Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, Ted Cruz, and yes, we are also blurring its face because it's the good thing to do. Yes, so so as you can see for Hillary, it looks like a Fallout 4 kind of world where civilization is still alive, but it's literally on the brink of dying. You know, it's trying to hold it together, but it's really not. Bernie Sanders, it's everything we've ever, I guess, dreamed of. You know, everything's happy, everything's clean, you know, free, you know, just nice, just a nice, peaceful world. Cruz, his background looks like it's in the old, dirty, poor, evil village, kind of like the Salem witch trials kind of look. And for its background, everything's destroyed. That's pretty much. I didn't even have to look at it. I just knew it was going to be that way. Now, another topic I want to talk about is actually one of my favorite actresses. One that I want to marry, like right now. Her name is Rosario Dawson. She is a Bernie supporter and she is an activist.
Free college, universities, that's a really, really big deal. People shouldn't be thinking about that for the rest of their life. They're going to be having these deals because I'm looking at people who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who are still paying off their student loans. That's crazy.
I love her so much. Let's move on. Yes, she's actually in her, if you don't know, well, you should know. But if you don't know, because some people don't know, but it's called news. She's actually in the new Netflix original series Daredevil, where she helps Daredevil fight crime by patching him up. It's a really good show. You should take a look at it, watch it. In fact, I feel like Bernie Sanders is such a good candidate. Like, he's such a nice guy that I feel like William Fisk, who is the evil guy, the villain in Daredevil, I think he would actually support Bernie Sanders. If I could do a nice, let's see, a nice impression of William Fisk for those who watch the show. Let me do this. Yes, I will support Bernie Sanders. I think he's a great man. I think Ms. Dawson is doing a great job supporting the people to change this city because it needs to heal, and I am the healer with Bernie Sanders. Yes. Good luck on your campaign, Mr. Sanders. I appreciate all the work you've done. That was a good impression, right? I thought so. And I think we should leave the show like that. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you like what you've seen, what you've heard, what you've experienced, please subscribe. You can click on my face, or you could click on that where it says subscribe right there. Or completely subjective. Let's leave subscribe. So please subscribe. You know, it'll really help the show out. You know, it'll help the show out. I want to sound like a broken record. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stare at you until you subscribe. Okay? Click on my face or click on the screen. Click on my face. It's a pretty face. Okay? I want to stare at you like a proud father would do. Now I'm going to stare at you like a disappointed father would do. It's the same, right? I know. Watch yourself. Gets you thinking, right? It should. Subscribe, please. See you later.